Hello. The 276th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. The enemy does not stop striking civilian objects. It concentrates its efforts on restraining the actions of units of the defense forces, carries out engineering equipment of defensive lines and positions, and continues offensive actions in certain directions. It is trying to replenish losses in personnel, weapons, ammunition, equipment, and fuel and oil. The enemy continues to regroup troops in order to strengthen units in the Lyman, Avdiivka, and Novopavlivka directions. During the day, the enemy launched 2 rocket attacks on civilian objects in the city of Dnipro and carried out 4 MLRS attacks on the positions of our troops and populated areas. In the Volyn, Polisia, and Siversky directions, the situation has not changed significantly, and no signs of the formation of enemy offensive groups have been detected. In the Slobozansky direction, in the border areas of the Belgorod region, the enemy continues to hold groups of his troops. In the vicinity of Kudiivka, Kharkiv oblast, the enemy engaged in attack UAV. The occupiers are conducting an active defense in the Kupiansk direction. In the Lyman direction, the main efforts are concentrated on conducting offensive actions, shelling from mortars, barrel, and rocket artillery. In particular, in the areas of Berestov, Kupiansk, Kotlyarivka, Tabaivka, and Krokmaln settlements of Kharkiv Oblast, Novoselivsk, Stelmakivka, Makiivka, Ploshenka, and Dibrova in the Luhansk Oblast, and Terny and Rigorodok in the Donetsk Oblast. Near Berestovo, the enemy used an attack UAV. The enemy is trying to continue offensive operations in the Bakhmut and Avdiv directions. Fired artillery of various types in the areas of Bilogorivka, Soldar, Bakhmutsk, Bakhmut, Opitny, Andrivka, Pervomaysk, Krasnohorivka, Maryanka, and Novomykhailivka settlements of the Donetsk region, attacked by Army aviation forces in the area of Avdiivka settlement. In the same area of New York, an enemy strike UAV was deployed. The enemy is conducting defensive operations in the Novopavlivka and Zaporizhia directions. The areas of the settlements of Volodar, Prikostivka, Zolotoniva, Vermivka in the Donetsk Oblast, and Dorozhnyanka, Huliapol, Zeliznikn, Orahiv, Malotokmachka, Sherbaki, Kamiansk, and Zeleny High in Zaporizhia were shelled with mortars, barrel, and rocket artillery. It carried out airstrikes on the Vermivka districts of the Donetsk Oblast and Chernihiv, Zaporizhia. In the Kryvyi Rih and Kherson directions, the enemy continues to improve fortification equipment and logistical support of advanced units and positions. Artillery shelling of units of our troops and settlements on the right bank of the Dnipro River does not stop. The entire range of artillery was used to shell the settlements of Kochkarivka, Chervony Mayak, Kosterka, Zmivka, Berislav, Mykolsk, Pridniprovsk, Antonivka, Zelenivka, Muzikivka, Kornobayivka of the Kherson Oblast, and the city of Kherson. The training of newly arrived mobilized servicemen of the armed forces of the Russian Federation continues, including in the temporarily occupied territory of Ukraine. In the village of Novopetrikivka of the Velikonovoselkivka district of the Donetsk region, it was recorded that tactical exercises and exercises with small arms were conducted with the mobilized occupiers. At the same time, in the period from November 22nd to 23rd of the current year, in the settlement of Staromlinivka, all civilian houses were inhabited by mobilized invaders. In the city of Palahi, located in the temporarily occupied territory of the Zaporizhia region, a place of detention of captured servicemen of the defense forces and civilians detained on charges of cooperation with the security forces of Ukraine was discovered. According to available information, in the temporarily occupied city of Dzhankoy in Crimea, the occupiers have set up a shooting range on the territory of the Kaliniv Regional Landscape Park. During the current day, units of the missile forces and artillery of the defense forces of Ukraine hit the command post, 9 areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment of the enemy, as well as another important object of the occupiers. I support the armed forces. Together we will win. Glory to Ukraine. Let's keep in touch.